University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello, 2 places remain in the semi-finals, so whoever wins tonight will join St Peter's College, Oxford and Gonville and Caius College, Cambridge in the penultimate stage of this contest. Now, the team from the University of Bristol got here by beating the Courtauld Institute, the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine and Oxford Brookes University. The only blot on their record is a defeat at the hands of Liverpool University in their first quarter-final match, which has put them behind their desks again, seeking their second quarter-final win. Let's meet the Bristol team again.
Hello, I'm Lewis Rendell. I'm from Saffron Walden in Essex, and I'm studying mathematics.
Hello, I'm Benjamin Moon from Marksbury in Bath and North East Somerset, and I'm studying for a PhD in geology, researching ichthyosaur systematics and taxonomy.
And this is their captain.
Hi, I'm Anastasia Reynolds. I'm originally from Leytonstone in East London, and I'm reading Czech and Russian.
Hi, I'm Miles Coleman. I'm from North London, and I'm studying Spanish and Portuguese.
Now, the team from Magdalen College, Oxford, have already seen off Pembroke College, Cambridge and the Open University. They trounced Trinity College, Cambridge in their first quarter-final. The last time we saw them, though, despite leading for much of the match, they were beaten by Gonville and Caius College, Cambridge. And so they, too, are here seeking their second quarter-final win. Let's meet the Magdalen team again.
Hello, I'm Harry Gillow. I'm from Stone in Staffordshire and I'm reading classics.
Hi, I'm Chris Savory from Burgess Hill, West Sussex. I'm reading chemistry.
And this is their captain.
Hello, my name's Hugh Binney. I live near Cheltenham in Gloucestershire and I'm also reading chemistry.
Hi, I'm Cameron J. Quinn, originally from Los Angeles, California, and I read philosophy and French.
OK, let's just go straight into it. Fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. In 2012, which structure replaced the Itaipu power plant in Brazil and Paraguay as the world's largest hydroelectric dam in terms of...
Magdalen Savory.
Three Gorges.
Correct. The answer. Right, your first set of bonuses are on border cities, Magdalen College. Its name meaning the crossing in Spanish. Which city in Texas lies on the Rio Grande opposite Ciudad Juarez in Mexico?
Is it Las Cruces? Or that's the cross is... El Paso.
El Paso.
Correct. The second largest in Pakistan. Which city lies around 20 miles from the border with India, due west of Amritsar?
Lahore.
Lahore.
Correct. Which African capital lies on the opposite bank of the River Congo to the city of Brazzaville?
Okay. Kinshasa, yeah.
Kinshasa.
Correct. 10 points for this. In molecular biology, what enzyme has a role in repairing single-strand breaks in duplex DNA by catalysing the formation of a phosphodiester bond between the 2 newly formed ends of the broken strand?
Magdalen Savory.
Ligase?
Yes, DNA ligase, of course. Yes. Right, you get a set of bonuses on British wildlife this time. In each case, give the common name of the following. What is the common name of Regulus regulus? According to the RSPB website, it vies with the firecrest for the title of the smallest British bird and has a characteristic yellow and black stripe on its head.
Goldcrest.
Goldcrest.
Correct. Sorex minitus, secondly, weighing about 4 grams, is the smallest British mammal. What's its 2-word common name?
Pygmy shrew.
Correct. What is the common name of Natrix natrix, Britain's largest reptile?
Grass snake.
Correct. 10 points for this. Vincent van Gogh's paintings of sunflowers were produced between 1887 and his death in 1890. What flowers did he depict in numerous other...
Magdalen Quinn.
Irises?
Correct. These bonuses, Magdalen, are on Kings of England. Edward IV and Richard III were both 3-time direct descendants of which king through the separate lines of his sons Lionel of Antwerp, John of Gaunt and Edmund of Langley?
Edward III.
Correct. James I of England was a 2-time direct descendant of which English king via a grandson and a granddaughter of that king's daughter Margaret?
Is it a granddaughter?
The king's daughter Margaret.
So, I do think Henry VII.
Henry VII.
Correct. King Stephen and the rival claimant to the throne, Matilda, were both grandchildren of which king?
No.
No.
Grandchildren.
Oh, yeah.
It's William the Conqueror.
William the Conqueror.
Correct. 10 points for this. Poisoned Arrows and Amazon Watershed are investigative travel books by which environmentalist and political commentator? He claims that little progress has been made towards the solutions for global justice that he proposed in his 2003 work, The Age of Consent, a manifesto for a new world order.
Bristol Coleman.
George Monbiot.
Yes. Right, these bonuses, Bristol, are on hope. Give the sense or the usual translation of the Italian inscription written above the gates of hell in Dante's Inferno.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Correct. An Italian inscription meaning I essay much, I hope little, I ask nothing, appears at the end of which work by Edward Elgar, first performed in 1899?
Italian.
I don't know. First Symphony?
First Symphony?
Yeah.
Sorry? His First Symphony?
Yeah.
His First Symphony?
No, it's the Enigma Variations. And finally, life's short span forbids us to enter on far-reaching hopes. That's a translation of a line from the Odes of which lyric poet born in southern Italy in 65 BC?
Horace had odes, didn't he?
I don't know.
No, because Horace, I don't think Horace was...
I don't know when he was born.
It might be, oh man, oh God, he can, it could be Statius. No, it's too early for Ovid, try Ovid.
Yep.
Ovid?
No, it's Horace.
Oh, sorry.
Right, a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a map of part of the British Isles marked with 4 locations whose names share a common prefix. For 10 points, I want the word that connects all these places.
Bristol Rendell.
Bath.
Magdalen Quinn.
West.
No, it's Castle. Castle Combe, Castleford, Castle Douglas and Castle Bar. So, picture bonuses shortly. In the meantime, here's another starter question. Popularly referred to as the Salzburg Symphonies, Mozart's K136 to 138 are often known by what Italian term denoting a piece of light recreational music? The term's similar to an English word meaning to turn something aside from its proper course, for example, a river.
Magdalen Binney.
Divertimenti.
Correct. You recall the picture starter showed you a common prefix. You're going to see for your bonuses 3 maps marked with locations whose English names begin with the same 3 letters. This time, 5 points for each 3-letter combination you can name. Firstly, for 5.
Belfast?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Do you have any idea at all?
Newcastle's up there.
SHE.
No, it's D-O-N, Donegal, Doncaster and Donaghadee. Secondly...
I should know that. Is that Folkestone?
What's on?
Yeah.
Is that Folkestone?
It's Man, isn't it?
Okay,
No, it's somewhere on the Isle of Man.
Yeah, no, unless that's Manchester.
Yeah.
Okay. MAN.
No, it's R-A-M, Ramsgate, Ramsbottom and Ramsey was the place on the Isle of Man. Finally...
I need Carlisle.
It's AVE, Aberystwyth and Aberdeen.
Is it?
Is that Carlisle?
That looks like
Aberdeen. Is it?
Hugh. Carlisle?
That looks like
See, I think it is. See,
Right. CAR.
Correct, yes. Carnoustie, Carlisle, Carmarthen and Carlow. Right, 10 points for this. In physics, the Stefan Boltzmann law states that the total energy radiated by a black body per unit surface area per unit time is proportional to what power of the temperature?
Magdalen Savory.
4.
Correct, 4 power. Yes. These bonuses are on number theory, Magdalen. In number theory, what adjective is applied to 2 integers that have the same remainders when divided by a 3rd integer?
No.
Don't look at me.
We don't know.
Congruent. Secondly, after a French mathematician, what three-word name is commonly given to the theorem that x to the power of p is congruent to x modulo p, where x is an integer and p is a prime number?
Fermat's little theorem.
Correct. What is the smallest positive integer x for which 3x is congruent to 1 modulo 7?
So 8, 15, 5. 5.
Correct. 10 points for this. Describing an ethical theory in which the good is based on the pursuit of self-interest, what term is often confused with a longer word?
Maudlin Quinn.
Egoism.
Correct. Right, your bonuses, Magdalen College, are on Harry, Ron and Hermione. The name Harry is given to two prominent characters in Shakespeare's history plays. One becomes Henry V, the other is a rebellious nobleman killed at the Battle of Shrewsbury and known by what epithet?
Hotspur.
Correct. In a scene that's been interpreted in various ways, by what process is the character of Hermione able to rejoin the action of the play in Act 5, Scene 3 of The Winter's Tale?
Is she the one comes to life from a statue?
Yeah. Okay.
Does she come to life from a statue?
She does indeed, yes. Although Shakespeare failed to give the name Ronald to any of his characters, God, this is laboured, Rinaldo appears in Hamlet as a servant to which statesman who asks him to investigate the morals of his son?
That's Polonius.
Polonius.
Correct, well done. 10 points for this. Listen carefully, give me the spelling of the 7-letter answer. In microbiology, what is the primary electron donor and energy source for the nitrifying bacterium Nitrobacter?
Maudlin Savory.
Sucrose.
I'm asking for the spelling. That's an incorrect answer.
Bristol Coleman.
S-U-C-R-O-S-E.
No.
Worth a shot.
It was worth a shot if you didn't know anything. Nitrites, N-I-T-R-I-T-E. Right, 10 points for this. In 1863, which sports club based in South London distanced itself from the other members of the Football Association in a dispute over whether hacking, in other words, kicking an opponent's shins, should be permitted? It later played a leading role in the development of rugby union.
Maudlin Binney.
Harlequins.
No, anyone like to go from Bristol?
Bristol Coleman.
Millwall.
I see where you're going with that, but it's wrong. That's Blackheath. 10 points for this. Deriving from an idea advanced by Blaise Pascal and referring to a lover of Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, what two-word term indicates an approach to history that highlights the role of chance...
Maudlin Quinn.
Oh, Cleopatran.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points. The role of chance happenings in major events.
Bristol Moon.
Chancism.
No, it's Cleopatra's nose. 10 points for this. Varieties of what pursuit link an alternative name for the Jolly Roger, to use arrogant or boastful language, a floating platform used as a landing stage, the upper bony part of the nose, and a metal rod used to stir a fire?
Maudlin Binney.
Card games.
Yes. Your bonuses are on languages of Russia. Firstly, with around 5 million speakers, the Tatar language belongs to which large language family, named after a collection of ethnic groups rather than a geographical feature?
Indo-European.
No.
Indo-European.
Mongol or something.
They are northern Europe and Russian, but
Arabic language.
Slavic.
No, it's Turkic.
Yeah.
Spoken by around 500,000 people, the Buryat language of Siberia is most closely related to the main language of which country neighbouring Russia?
Siberia.
Sorry?
I have no idea.
I don't think it would be Finnish, but...
Finnish. Finland.
No, it's Mongolia. And finally, partially intelligible with English, which north-central Caucasian language is spoken by around 1 million people in the Russian Republic, whose capital is Grozny?
Oh, so it's Chechen.
So Chechen is the language, is it?
Chechen?
Chechen.
Chechen is correct, yes. Right, we're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of classical music. For 10 points, all you have to do is to name the composer.
Bristol Moon.
Chopin.
Chopin is correct. Is an etude in E, opus number 10, number 3. So we follow on from that etude with your bonuses. 3 more studies or etudes. In other words, pieces written to showcase and hone musical technique. In each case, I simply want the name of the composer. Firstly, this Hungarian composer.
I'd go for
Liszt?
I'm not perfectly sure.
Do we know any other Hungarian composers? Liszt?
I'd go for Liszt.
Liszt?
Just as well, that was the one you knew. That's right. Secondly, this Russian composer.
Rachmaninoff?
Yes, Rachmaninoff would be.
Do you want Rachmaninoff? Yeah, right.
Big chorus.
How do you feel about Rachmaninoff?
Rachmaninoff.
Feel very good.
Okay. Rachmaninoff?
Very good. And finally, this Italian composer.
I think that's Paganini.
Paganini? Yeah. Paganini?
Correct. 10 points for this starter question. Mr. Compass, a scholar mathematic, Dr. Rutt, physician to the house, Mistress Placentia and her aunt Lady Lodestone, the magnetic lady of the title, are characters in a comedy of humours first performed in 1632 and written by which dramatist?
Bristol Coleman.
Ben Jonson.
Correct. Bonuses are on organic chemistry, Bristol. With the trivial name paraffins, what is the systematic name for saturated hydrocarbons with the general formula CnH2n plus 2?
Alkanes, yes.
With an A-N-E? Yes. Alkanes.
Correct. What is the general formula of cycloalkanes?
CnH2n. Yes. CnH2n.
Correct. And finally, with 1, 2, 3 and 4 carbon atoms, what are the first 4 linear alkanes? They're all gaseous in normal conditions.
Methane, ethane, propane, butane.
Methane, ethane, propane, butane.
Yes.
Methane, ethane, propane, butane.
Correct. 10 points for this. In environmental science, what term describes extensive open tropical and subtropical grassland with scattered trees and shrubs?
Bristol Moon.
Savannah.
Correct. These bonuses are on literature, Bristol. In 1998, José Saramago became the first writer of which nationality to win the Nobel Prize for Literature?
He's Brazilian.
Brazilian?
Oh, wait, is he Portuguese? Oh, God, I should know this. I should really know this. Brazilian.
Brazilian? Brazilian?
No, he was Portuguese. Born in 1888, which Portuguese poet is noted for writing under an unusually large number of assumed names, each associated with a different literary style and personality?
Fernando Pessoa.
I'm going to nominate you, is that all right?
Yeah, go for it.
Nominate Coleman.
Fernando Pessoa.
Correct. Which Portuguese poet of the 16th century wrote the epic The Lusíads?
Camões.
Nominate Coleman.
Camões.
Correct. 10 points for this. Listen carefully, answer as soon as your name is called. Take the number of UK Prime Ministers in office from 1910 to 1920 and multiply it by the number in office from 1980 to 2000. What number results?
Maudlin Quinn.
9.
No.
Bristol Coleman.
12.
No, it's 6. Asquith and Lloyd George in the first one, multiplied by Thatcher, Major and Blair. 10 points for this. John Bradley, René Gagnon and Ira Hayes were US servicemen who both survived the World War II battle and, in a memorable photograph, managed to raise the US...
Maudlin Quinn.
Okinawa.
No, you lose 5 points. To raise the US flag on which
Bristol
Japanese
Coleman.
island?
Iwo Jima.
Iwo Jima is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on shorter words that may be made using any of the 10 letters of the word curvaceous. In each case, give the word from the definition. From a French word, firstly, the light greyish-yellow colour of unbleached linen.
Is it écru?
Écru. Yeah.
Écru? Écru?
Correct. After a variety of Swiss cheese, a geographical term meaning an unstable pinnacle or tower of ice on the surface of a glacier.
I don't know. No.
Courvet? No.
Corvée. Do you want me to say Corvée?
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Corvée?
No, it's Serac. And finally, the French name of the island whose cities include Bastia and Ajaccio.
Oh, that's Corsica.
Corse.
Corse.
C-O-R-S-E.
Corse.
Corse.
Corse. Corsica.
Yes, C-O-R-S-E.
That's right.
Right, 10 points for this. The settling of Octavian's army on land, confiscated from the family of which Roman poet, is thought to have been part of the inspiration for his verse collection, the Eclogues.
Maudlin Gillow.
Virgil.
Virgil is correct, yes. These bonuses, Magdalen College, are on Europe in the 1930s and 40s. The Iron Guard was a name used from 1930 for a fascist movement in which European country?
What do you think it was? I think so, three. Do you think Hungary?
I really don't know. I'm just guessing. So if you think you've got a good answer.
They both said Hungary.
Hungary.
No, it was Romania. In May 1939, which two countries signed the military alliance known as the Pact of Steel?
Italy and Germany.
Italy and Germany.
Correct. In a 1946 speech, Winston Churchill said that an iron curtain had descended from Stettin in the Baltic to which city on the Adriatic?
Trieste.
Correct. We're going to take the second picture round now. You'll see a photograph of the 20th century American poet. 10 points if you can name him.
Maudlin Quinn.
Frost.
It is Robert Frost, yes. He was the recipient of the Pulitzer Prize for Poetry on 4 occasions. For your bonuses, 3 more photographs of Pulitzer Prize winners, all of whom have received the award twice. Give the name of the winner in each case. Firstly, this writer, who received awards for both non-fiction and fiction.
Steinbeck again.
It's not Steinbeck.
Too late.
Singer Brodsky. Maybe Brodsky?
Do you know his Justin's? Bronsky.
Brodsky.
Brodsky.
No, that's Norman Mailer. Secondly, this writer who won twice for fiction.
Oh, that's... It's not Hemingway.
Okay.
I think so. Jeez.
Hemingway. Hemingway.
No, that's William Faulkner. And finally, this writer who won twice for drama.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Tennessee Williams.
Correct. Right, another starter question. In geometry, what is the formula for calculating the volume of a cone with a base, radius r and height h?
Maudlin Binney.
Third H pi r squared.
Correct. Right, you get a set of bonuses on fictional colleges. In which novel of 1911 by Max Beerbohm does the title character visit her grandfather at Oxford, where he is the warden of the fictional Judas College?
This is... woman.
You're getting there.
Oh, Zuleika Dobson.
Nominate Quinn.
Zuleika Dobson?
Zuleika Dobson's correct. Malapert College, Cambridge, features in which author's 1987 novel Redback? He went on to win the Booker Prize in 2010.
No. Jacobson is 2010, yeah.
Jacobson.
Yeah.
Jacobson.
Howard Jacobson's right. Fernham, an imaginary institution apparently based on Newnham College, Cambridge, was created by which author in her 1929 essay, A Room of One's Own?
Woolf.
Correct, Virginia Woolf's right. 10 points for this. The name of which street and district in southwest London has 6 consecutive consonants? It comprises the area south of Hyde Park and northwest of Belgravia.
Bristol Reynolds.
Knightsbridge.
Correct. These bonuses are on cells of the immune system. Crucial to clotting, what is the common term for a mammalian thrombocyte?
Plasma. Or is it a plasmid? Oh, platelet. Platelet. Platelet.
Correct. The cytoplasm of what cells in the bone marrow segment to form platelets?
White blood cells?
Yeah.
How do you feel about white blood cells, Miles?
Very positive.
White blood cells?
No, they're megakaryocytes. And finally, phagocytic Kupffer cells, capable of ingesting platelets and other cells, are found in the lining of what organ?
Flashback to Jesus.
The skin, the liver, the...
No.
stomach,
Phagocytes are...
intestines?
Possibly intestines.
Come on, let's have it, please.
Kidneys.
Kidneys.
No, it's the liver. OK, here's another starter question. Answer as soon as your name is called. Giving your answer in Roman numerals, what is LX multiplied by XI?
Maudlin Binney.
PCLX.
Correct. 660. So your bonuses this time are on a dramatic form. Pantomime developed from which form of travelling street theatre? It originated in Italy in the 16th century and came to be known by a term meaning roughly comedy of the craft.
Yes. Commedia dell'arte.
Correct. Traditionally a dull-witted servant with a hooked nose and a wart on his forehead, which commedia character gave his name to a ballet of 1920 by Stravinsky?
No. Pulcinella. Wait.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Is it?
No, I'm leaving it to you.
Yes, say that.
Nominate Quinn.
Pulcinella?
Correct. Which character was created by Tristano Martinelli as a witty servant and capricious lover? His dictionary entry inspired the renaming of the rugby team Hampstead Football Club in 1870.
Harlequins.
Correct. 10 points for this. In which European capital city are the Steiner House and the Scheu House, designed in the early 20th century by the modernist architect Adolf Loos?
Vienna?
Gillow.
Vienna is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on waterfalls, Magdalen College. Which Canadian province and which US state lie on either side of the Niagara Falls?
Ontario and Michigan? New York.
Yeah, I think so.
Ontario and New York.
Correct. About 30 miles higher than the Niagara Falls, the Iguazu Falls lie on the border between which two countries?
So Ecuador and Colombia.
Yeah.
Ecuador and Colombia.
No, it's Argentina and Brazil. And finally, the Victoria Falls lie on the Zambezi River on the border between which two countries?
Zambia is in Switzerland.
Is it?
And
Kenya? Tanzania?
Yeah, Zambia and Congo. I think I'm just going to Zambia and Democratic Republic.
Zambia and the Democratic Republic
No,
of the Congo.
Zambia and Zimbabwe. There's about 30 seconds to go and 10 points for this. Sometimes experienced during air travel and caused by changing air pressure, barotitis affects which organ of the body?
Bristol Coleman.
Veins.
No, I'm afraid you lose 5 points.
Magdalen Quinn.
Lungs?
No, it's the ear. 10 points for this. From the late 13th century, Osman, Orhan, Murad and Bayezid were the...
Magdalen Quinn.
Ottoman Empire?
Correct. Your bonuses now are on airports, Magdalen College. In 2006, the international airport of which and at the ground, Bristol University have 115. Magdalen College, Oxford have 250. Well, we've enjoyed having you with us, Bristol, but it's the end of the road for you, I'm afraid. Many congratulations, Magdalen College. We shall look forward to seeing you in the semi-finals. Congratulations. I hope you can join us next time for the last quarter-final match. But until then, it's goodbye from Bristol University.
Goodbye.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Magdalen College, Oxford.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.